to day 2 of the life cycle of my wet set. So last night before I went to bed, I just took out my hair combs and I did a very quick, gentle brush through. I like to do that at the end of the night. I do have very dry hair. My hair is naturally curly, it is dry, and that does kind of help to distribute some of my natural oils throughout my hair. I don't find, if I do just a gentle brush through, I usually use my Denman brush, but sometimes I'll just use the wide tooth comb. And it just kind of helps to separate the curls a little bit. Day 1, my curls like to kind of hang on to each other. So it just separates that a little bit, helps to brush out some of the product as well. And again, I don't sleep with any, I don't re-roll my hair. I didn't do anything like that. I literally just put it up in a bun, took off my makeup, took it out of the bun, slept like normal, got up this morning, put it back in a bun, and I had a phone meeting this morning and I was just doing a little bit of cleaning, put on a shower cap and took a shower, and so this is what it looks like. Haven't done anything else to it. It's been up in this bun since this morning and it is now almost noon. So yeah, so this is what it looks like. And I'll take it out. As you can see, it's still pretty curly. It's got some frizziness to it, and that is normal for me, but my curl is definitely still there. And yeah, so I'm just, normally I will just brush it out using my Denman and kind of see where it takes me, but I wanted to talk to you about why I call it the life cycle of my wet set. So I really kind of look at this whole process as a life cycle, like of us humans. So day 1, your hair is really like a newborn. It doesn't have control of its own body. It really needs a lot of help. It needs a lot of assistance and guidance, and I kind of view it that way. And about day 2 to maybe day 4, I view it as like a, late teenager, early 20s. It's coming into its own. It's starting to understand who it is, what it is. It's still bouncy, it's still lively. Generally, it's still pretty shiny depending on your hair. So it's very much that kind of vibrant, teenager, early 20s. And then day 4, 5, maybe 6, you're into like the 30s and 40s, your 30s and 40s. It's seen some things. It has definitely seen things throughout the week. And it's a little bit more structured. The curl is starting to relax a little bit. It's calming down. It's a little bit more sure of itself. It knows where it's supposed to go. It knows what your set is supposed to be like. And then, day 5, 6, 7 is definitely the kind of geriatric, that older, needs a little bit more support. That is generally when I do my hair in like a chignon or maybe a Gibson roll, because the curl is really relaxing quite a bit, and maybe need a little bit more product in there to kind of coach things along. So that's kind of the way that I view this whole process is a life cycle. It goes through this whole process throughout the week. Now, I will say that this process, days 1 through 7, this is for when you're actually doing your hair every single day. I know that a lot of us aren't doing that right now. So your process, if you're not actually doing your hair, if you're not brushing through your hair, doing styles, putting product in your hair, you may actually get your set to last longer than normal because you're not futzing with it. So, you know, this kind of cycle is for doing your hair every single day. And that's kind of the process that it generally will go through. For me personally, I think that my hair is the best on like day 2, 3, and 4. So if I have an event to go to or somewhere that I really know that I want my hair to look amazing, I will schedule when I'm going to wash my hair, just so I have it done really nicely on day 2, 3, or 4. And I just know that that's when in my 20s and 30s, when my hair looks great, it's still nice, and it's got some fluff, it's got the nice curl or the nice wave going on. Day 2, like today, this is actually I think I'm probably gonna wear my hair mostly down today because I'm really loving the wave that's going on. The fluff is really good. Have a little bit of product in there, so kind of dirty hair works best for me. My first day, as you could see last video, was really curly and it was out of control, and that's normal for me. That's normally how it turns out. So I just kind of let it do what it wants to do, and just either put it up as a poodle or wear it the way that I wore it last time. But yeah, day 2, 3, and 4 have a little bit of product in there. It starts to calm down the frizziness a little bit. But you know what, your hair and which days work best for you, they might be different. You might get your best set on your first day or on your 5th or 6th day. Just depends on how you set it and what products you're using in it. But that's kind of my explanation of the whole life cycle process. I hope that makes sense to you guys. So I've gone ahead and brushed it all out, and I think I'm going to use my little Olaplex number 7, the bonding oil. This again just kind of helps to calm down the frizziness a little bit, and this is an everyday issue for me, is the frizziness. It will never go away. I know that. Partially it's my hair, being that it's naturally curly. Partially it's the fact that I live in Hawaii in a very humid climate. And so yeah, I'm just kind of dealing with it. But when I can get the frizz to really calm down and be more of that fluff, that's where I'm happy. That's my sweet spot. I like the volume that the frizz gives me. I don't know if I had told you guys this or not, but a while ago I actually did a Brazilian blowout on my hair. I was convinced from a hairdresser that it was going to fix my frizziness problem, and it did not at all. All it did was actually it made my hair flat, and I still had frizz. I was still able to curl it, but it just, I don't know, it was letting the air out of the tire. I didn't have this nice fullness to it, and I mean that's what it's supposed to do. It takes the hair shaft and it just kind of compresses it. Now, if that had taken away my frizziness, I would have been all for it. I would have dealt with the fact that my hair was a little bit flatter. I lost a lot of volume. If it had taken away the frizziness, but it didn't even do that. So it was a waste of time. It was a waste of money. And yeah, it was just, a bunch of chemicals that I put on my hair. So it's grown out now. It's all gone. Never gonna happen again. So back to my actual hairstyle. Like I said, I think I'm going to wear it mostly down today. I don't have a lot going on today. I'm not going anywhere. Just doing some writing and so I don't really need to have it styled for anything in particular. So I think what I am going to do though, because this side is starting to not look so great with that wave. So my handy dandy grip tooth hair comb. So just to kind of get it slightly off my face, again, just right in this front section. I'm not taking it all the way back because I want my hair to kind of come over that comb and have the wave just kind of come right over that. If you put your hair comb too far back, this section of hair obviously is going to get incorporated in that. So I usually don't care if the hair comb is showing because I don't think that they're ugly. I know some people have an issue with kind of showing how the magic is done, I guess, and I don't care. With barrettes, obviously, or with the hair combs, I actually kind of think they're pretty and they add to the style a bit. So I'm just going to put my clips in there to help reinforce those waves a little bit more. Now, this side, I think I want to get a little bit more height just right here on this crown. So I'm going to separate this out into either 2 or 3 sections. And when I do my teasing, you'll see I'll take this and I kind of go in a kind of a backwards C, I guess. And so I'm not doing up and down. If you do that, you're actually you're putting the tease in and then you're taking the tease out, and that doesn't work. So you want to go in this kind of wave format and take the comb out, put it back in, push it down, and that just creates that that height right there. And I like to meet up, so I'll tease here and then I'll tease on this side. So when you put them together, they're kind of the teases are facing each other. And then this section, I will do just a little bit of tease here. I don't want too much because when the tease is right in front there, it's hard to get that to smooth out. So now you can, if you have a problem with your sections really sectioning out, you can take this whole thing here and tease it this way, and that brings all of that tease together. If you notice that you've got those sections in there. So I'm just gonna gently, because I don't want to brush out the tease, just gently bring that over. There, so I've got a little bit of height right there instead of it being completely flat. So again, I use this, it's actually a teasing brush, but I never use it as a teasing. I use it to smooth out my hair. So I take this flat side and I go that way so it doesn't go through the hair and take out the tease. It just helps to smooth out that section. do have a nice bit of wave forming here. If I can coax it. I'll put a little bit of pomade, give it some shine and hold. Again, this is my scented clove from Little Bits on Etsy. Pomade. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to check the back of my hair. I don't have another mirror out here, and then I'll show you what the back looks like. Okay, so I just smoothed out the back with my Denman boar bristle brush, and pretty happy with it. If I wanted a little bit more definition, I would just use a few duckbill clips within those ridges and spray it with hairspray and let it sit for, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes or so, but I'm actually happy with it. It's fine. I don't really want to sit around with my duckbill clips for too long. So I am gonna take these guys out here, and I might actually, just to add a little bit of security, because I know my hair, and this top part gets pretty heavy for me and it just kind of starts to fall forward. So I'm gonna take 2 bobby pins and I'm just going to stick them in right here where this kind of ridge begins. And I'll stick one in, and then I'll stick the other, and I'm crisscrossing them right there. So they're going in and they're crisscrossing, and that just kind of helps to secure, kind of keeps that little like cave in there happening, keeps that height up there as well. Now, if you tend to have a lot of curliness in this area, throughout the day, this is actually going to just get curlier and curlier. You could see it just now, even just in these last few moments. You can easily just pop a couple of bobby pins, just kind of stick them in there, and that way this whole section stays. It doesn't start to fall into your face. But this is pretty much done for me. So usually my first couple of days, I tend to wear my hair down. I don't know what it is about, I don't know. I have an issue with the first couple of days wearing my hair up, unless it's all the way up in a poodle. I kind of feel like I'm doing my hair a disservice. It's really weird and strange, and please don't try to analyze my thought process on this. But I feel like kind of updos or even half up, half down, I try to reserve those for the days that my hair is maybe not doing so great. I feel like, I've worked really hard to get these nice waves. I want to show them off. So the first couple of days I do tend to wear it down. The funny thing is that I don't really like my hair down that much. Because it is heavy, there's a lot of it. It just tends to bother me. It gets in my face. And so that's why I like to do these kind of like little things to kind of just take it away from my face, but I'm still wearing it down. It's still, I don't have any real visible styling tools in it, and it's still considered, wearing your hair down. But yeah, it's just a weird thing that I have. So generally, if you see my hair down, it's gonna be, the first, second, maybe third day. And then I start to do like the half updos, and then I'll reserve my chignons and Gibson rolls, or just kind of putting my hair back in a low ponytail. I'll reserve those for the latter parts of my set. And I think that's just me kind of trying to go along with the whole life cycle of it. But whatever works for you, and also, if you have a specific hairstyle that you're trying to do on a specific day, just take into consideration where your hair is in that life cycle. I mean, I'll never be able to do a page boy look unless I, flat iron my hair and then put hot rollers in. Just my hair just won't do a smooth page boy. But like my latter part, maybe day 6 or day 7, I probably wouldn't be able to do a really good poodle set because my hair, the curls have relaxed so much. So you just kind of have to learn where your hair is at within its own life cycle, and where that set is, where your curls are the most buoyant and flexible. Is it on, day 1 or 2, or is it actually day 3, 4, or 5? If you re-roll your hair, you may actually have those buoyant curls all the way through. So again, I want to reiterate, this is the life cycle of my wet set. My hair is not going to be the same as yours, but I do just want to give you an idea of how it changes throughout the week. So I hope this is helpful for you. I hope you're enjoying it. So this is it. This is day 2, pretty casual, but I like the look. I think I've got some fluff still. I've definitely got the curls. It's a little bit off my face, but yeah, I like it. So thank you so much for sticking it out with me and going on this journey. And please remember to like and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me. And I will see you soon for day 3 of the life cycle of my wet set. Bye.